Hello guys, welcome to another DAX video. So in this video, we will see what is MINX and MAXX function inside DAX. And we will also see how to use this function with respect to an business scenario. So let us consider we have an business question, which is we want to increase our unit price for all products. And after that, we want to see which product has the highest unit price. So let us see how this maxx and minx function, which helps to solve this business use case. So now we are inside Power BI desktop, and I have this table which shows the maximum and the minimum unit price value for each product category. So this value which just gives the max and min value like we did in our earlier video. But for maxx and the minx function, we need to do some calculation before finding the maximum value. So let us see how that works. So I will create a new measure here. So let me give a title maxx. So I will use my maxx function here. So if you see the syntax for this maxx function, it requires a table, and in that table we can do any calculation, and this maxx function which gives us the maximum value from that result of the calculation. So let me give a table here. So here my table is my product table. So the calculation which I'm going to do is I'm going to add like 200 rupees for all unit prices. So I will mention my unit price column, and after that I will just add 200 for each unit price, and I will close this measure. So now this maxx function which does this operation for each row in my table, and after doing that calculation it returns my maximum value from that calculation result. And now I will bring this maxx measure to my table. So now you can see that for each product category, my maxx function which returns the highest value after doing this calculation. So this is how my maxx function which differs from my max function. So here I can also change my calculation to multiply 200 for each unit price, and you can see my values got changed here. So what actually it do is it will take my product table. For example, this is my product table, and in each row it does that calculation, like it will multiply 200 in each row of my product table, and after multiplying 200 with my unit price in each row of this table, it will have that virtual calculation column, and from that column it will return the highest value. So this is how maxx function which works in an iterative way, where it does the calculation for each row, and after that it returns the maximum value. So in a similar way, we can also use our minx function here, where I will create a new measure for my minx function. So this minx function, which is also very similar to my maxx function, the only difference is it also does the calculation for each row, and it returns the minimum value from that column. So in the same way, I will use my product table here. For an expression, I will uh, I will subtract like 200 for each unit price. and after subtracting 200 from my unit price, I want to see the minimum price for each product category. So let me bring this MINX measure in this table. So now you can see that the minimum value we had for accessories is 134. So my MINX function, which subtracts 200 with this value, and it gives me the minimum value for this category. So this is how I can use this MAXX and MINX function to do a particular calculation for each row, and after that we can return the maximum and the minimum value. So I can also do some like advanced calculation inside my this iterative function. So for example, let me use my sales table here. So in this sales table, I want to calculate my total sales by multiplying my units sold and unit price column. So what this calculation will do is this will multiply my unit sold and unit price column, so that this will calculate my total sales. So after calculating my total sales, we can find the maximum sales for each product category. So let me bring this measure again. So now if you see this table, for each product category, my MAXX function, which returns the highest sale which happened for that product category. So if I expand that, you can see the maximum value for each product name also. So this is how we can also use this iterative function to do any advanced calculation before finding the maximum or minimum value. So I hope you understood how this MAXX and MINX function works inside Power BI report. So thanks for watching this video.